Welcome guys to the brand new episode of Codzify YouTube channel. In this episode we are going to discuss about loops in FlutterFlow. So basically there are two ways you can implement loops in FlutterFlow. There is this while loop and over list loop. Okay, so let me show you the demo what exactly we are going to create in this episode. So if I click while loop here, you can see the list of fruits is coming here. Similarly, when I reset the loop, all the elements will get empty. Okay, and if I click over list loop, then again the list of fruits is getting displayed here. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn in this episode. With two ways, while loop and over list loop, you will be able to fetch the fruits list. Okay, so what I will do is I will remove everything so that we can create everything from scratch. Okay, and also I have added the page state variable here. I will remove that as well. Okay, now you have to create this FlutterFlow project, and inside that there is this page available. Okay, I am in widget tree now. Now the first thing is we need column. Okay, inside this column we will add one button. Okay, and also we will add one more column which will display the list. Okay, inside this column we will add a text and select this column over here and set it as expanded so that we have the complete height of the screen. Now here select this button and make the alignment as left, and from the bottom you can add some padding from here. Okay, like this. Now select this button and we will name it as while loop. Okay, similarly you can duplicate this button. You can duplicate this button 2 times like this. Okay, so here the second button will be for over list loop. Okay, and the third button will be reset loop. And here you can select the button, and in the right side you can add the name properly, while loop button. This select this button and add this in the right side over top here, over list loop button, so that we can clearly identify which button is performing which action. Okay, and this will be our reset loop button, and this text, this column will be fruits list column. Okay, and this column is our main column. Okay, and this is fruit text. That's it. Now here select this home page here. In the right side we have this state management, and here we have local page state variable. Okay, now select this, and here we will add the fruits list, and the type will be string, and this will be of string type. Okay, here you can add the list item. So for now we will add the default items. Okay, so I will add apple, blueberry. Okay, we will add the strawberry, grapes. Here we have added this, and second variable we will need is index. Okay, so while applying the loop, if you are aware about programming languages, you might have seen the index I in loops, right? So we have to create that index variable also, and that will be of type integer, and the default value here we will set it as 0. And the third list will be display list. Okay, this will be the list which will be displayed in this column. Okay, so here select home page. I think I did not saved it, so let's quickly create it again, this list. So that's very important to confirm this, otherwise all the data will be gone. Grapes. Okay, blueberry, strawberry. Okay, here we will add the index variable that will be of type integer, and current value we will set it as 0. And here we will have the third variable which will be our display list. Okay, and that will be of type string as well, is list. Okay, and make sure to confirm this to save all these state management variables. Now we have the 3 state management variables. Now select this main column over here and we will generate the elements, okay, generating children from variable. Now from here we will select the display list page state variable, okay, confirm this, and here you can name it as display list reference. Save this and generate the elements, okay. Now here we have this text element and we will set it as display list item like this, okay. So we have applied it the query to the main column, okay. So that's not the case. What we will do is we will copy this and remove this from here, and instead of main column we have to apply this in fruits column, okay. So make sure you attach the hierarchy properly, and here you can name it as display list reference. So that's the common mistakes which we do. We have to generate the children for this column, not for this column, okay. So here we have this, and you can make the cross axis alignment as left for this column as well, okay, for the main column, okay. And select the fruit list fruit text, and you can add the padding from top and left, okay. And what text we have to set? We have to set the display list reference item. Perfect. Now on the click of this while loop button, we will add some action. Open the action flow editor, on tap event. Here we will add one action and we will call it as update page state, okay. This will reset all the values if anything is available in index, and we will reset the value. And also from display list also we will reset all the values. In fruit list we have all the fruits available, okay. So basically what we are going to do is, first we will reset the value of index and display list, okay, which is already empty, but still we are going to empty that. And inside this fruit list we have all the fruits available. So what we will do is, the first value of index will be 0, okay. Second, so the first item from this fruit list at 0 index will be transferred to this list, display list, okay. Now this contains one item. Now we will increment the index value to 1, and we will fetch the first item from this fruit list and insert that item into display list, okay. So we have 2 items. Now we will increment the index to 2, and we will get the second item from this fruit list and insert that inside this display list. This way all the items from fruit list will be inserted into this display list, okay. So does that reset all the values from display list? No, we are just copying the value from fruit list to display list. We are not resetting the value of this fruit list, okay. So make sure you understand that. So that's how all the operations will be performed here, okay. So here we have display list, we will reset the value of that as well, okay. Now we will add a loop here, and the condition here will be, so as you can see here we have while condition and over list. So we will see both the loop types, okay. Now the condition here will be single condition. We have index in page state variable till that index is less than equals to the fruit list in which all the data is available, number of items. Till then we are going to apply this loop, okay. Now the second thing is, we have to add this value in display list as well, okay. So we will select the display list and add to list. What we have to add? We have to add the fruit list item, okay, item at index, specific index, and whatever the index value is, in that index we have to transfer that value, okay. So we will select the index value like this. So if you remember the diagram, if the index value is 0, we will transfer the 0th value inside the fruit list, okay. That's how the diagram is there. Now here we will add the action and update the index value to increment the value by 1, okay. That's how you can add the conditions and loops in FlutterFlow. Let's run this to test it in action. Okay, so currently we have no items in the list. When we click here, you can see all the items from fruit list is getting inserted into the display list. So in the left side you can see all the values in fruit list, in index and in display list as well. So as you can see, by default we have set the index value to 0. Now it's 5. Okay, you can count the elements and that's what the index value is. Okay, now on the click of reset loop we have to reset all the values in this list. So we will do that. First of all, we will make the color of this as secondary, okay, and text color as black, so that we can have a good UI. Now on the click of this reset button, we will open the action flow. Okay, we will on tap event, add action, and here we will add the update page state, and we will reset the value of display list. Okay, that's it. So that's what we have to do. And on the click of this over list loop button, let's select this on tap event, add action. Okay, we will update the page state, and here we will reset the value of index, and also we will reset the value of display list. Okay, now from here we can add a loop and select the over list loop here. Okay, now here we will select the list from which all the items are getting displayed, and start index will be 0. So if I click here, the index to start looping from the first item of a list is index 0. If blank, the loop will start from first item of the list. Okay, so by default the index value is 0, and end index is not compulsory. See, the index to end looping, by default the loop will run until the end of the list. Here you don't have to specify the end of the list, it will automatically get the end from this list. Okay, if I set the step size as 2 here, so let me run this first. Okay, let me run this. We will see all the conditions, and here we will update the page state and display list, add to list, and here you can select the current item of loop action 1. So whatever the current item will be, that will be added into the list, and here there is no need for index now because we don't need that here. Okay, now let's refresh this and see it in action. So let me click here, while loop, reset loop, it's also working, over list loop. Okay, now on the click of over list loop button, if I select the step size as 2, let's see what will be the output. Okay, over list loop. So as you can see, apple, grapes, blueberry, strawberry and watermelon. So grapes and strawberry will be gone. Okay, so that's what is expected. If I add the step size as 3, so what will be the output here? Apple and 2 elements will be gone, and strawberry. So let me reload this. So step size is denoting how do you want to increment the value, either by 1, by 2 or 3, whatever the number is, you have to increment that value by step size. Okay, so here you can see apple and strawberry. One more thing which is left is, when there is no element in the list, then we have to display the no items present label here. Okay, so how do you do that? For that you need to create a component. So let's go to page selector, and let me delete this component so that we can create it from scratch. Okay, here you can select the add button, and from here you can select new component, create blank, and we will name it as empty list component. Okay, create component, and you can increment the size and select the widget tree here, and inside this add one container, set the width as infinite, and you can increment the height like this, and inside this container we will add one text and make it as center align. Okay, and you can increment the font size of this, and you can set the text as no items available in the list. Okay, now select this home page, select widget tree, and select this fruits column, and here you can see the empty list widget in the right side. Select this, show empty list widget, select component, empty list component. Okay, now from here if I reload this, you will be able to see the no items present in the list label as well. Okay, now if I click here, all the elements will be appeared. If I reset this text is available. Okay, I hope you got the complete idea of how to use loops in FlutterFlow. Now this is a basic example where you are adding the default list here in local paste state variable. If you want to handle the stuff in backend and also want to add and remove the elements and want to manage the things dynamically, if you are interested in learning these types of things, you can definitely come to codzify.com. Here we have our flagship courses where you can get started with FlutterFlow. More than 420 students have already enrolled in all these courses. You can check out the complete details at codzify.com. Here we have our grocery delivery app course, which is based on FlutterFlow and Firebase. If you are interested in learning through FlutterFlow and Supabase, then we have this doctor appointment booking app. Okay, so let me show you what you can get in this. You have this in grocery delivery app course. You will get 6 hours 16 minutes learning content, and that will be of lifetime access with 30-day money back guarantee. If you are not comfortable at Codzify, you can explore the complete course at Udemy as well. Okay, more than 228 learners have already enrolled in this, and here the complete course content is available. You can check out that. Everything you need to know about FlutterFlow is explained in this course, so you can definitely check it out. If you don't have enough time, I would recommend you to choose the pro plan, because here you can get the complete ready-made grocery delivery app which you can clone instantly in FlutterFlow as well, along with learning course. Okay, so if you don't have the budget, you can definitely choose the standard plan, but only restriction is you will not get the clone app feature in standard plan. Okay, so if you are interested, check it out at codzify.com. I have dropped the link in the description of this video. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.